Have you ever had a perfectly good day until you saw someone else's? A quiet satisfaction that evaporated the moment you glimpsed a friend's promotion, a neighbor's new car, or a stranger's seemingly perfect vacation online. This isn't a small feeling. It's the work of a silent thief, one we often invite into our minds without realizing it. That thief is comparison. Imagine two gardeners. The first tends her own plot with care, watering her plants, celebrating each new shoot. One day, she looks over the fence. Her neighbor's garden is bursting with exotic flowers she's never seen, growing faster and brighter. Suddenly, her own garden, once a source of pride, looks small, plain, and hopelessly behind. She starts watering less. She becomes resentful. She stops noticing her own roses blooming. Her joy didn't vanish because her garden changed. It vanished because her measurement changed. She stopped seeing what she had and only saw what she had, compared to him. Here's the psychological truth. Comparison doesn't just evaluate, it devalues. It takes your unique life, with its own timeline, its own challenges, its own hidden blessings, and judges it by a completely foreign ruler. It makes you a contestant in a race you never signed up for, where the finish line keeps moving. The most painful part? You're almost always comparing your behind the scenes with everyone else's highlight reel. Let's pause for a moment of honest accounting. Think of the last time you compared yourself, your career, your home, your relationships to someone else. Nowadays, thanks to reels and shorts, you can do it every time you see your phones. What did that comparison cost you? Did it steal your peace for an hour? A day? Did it make you resentful or ungrateful? What did it create? Did it motivate you in a healthy way? Or did it just create anxiety, rush, and a feeling of never being enough? Was the ruler you used fair? Were you comparing their greatest public strength to your private area of growth? Just observe. The first step to disarming a thief is to acknowledge what he's taking. So how do we reclaim our stolen happiness? How do we build an inner fortress that comparison cannot breach? It's a practice, not a single decision. Start here. Step 1. The digital boundary. Create a comparison-free zone. Your mind is a garden. Social media is often a wind carrying seeds from every other garden, some real, many filtered. Designate the first hour of your day and the last hour before sleep as sacred, screen-free time. In this space, reconnect with your own thoughts, your own gratitude, your own pace. This isn't about rejecting technology. It's about protecting your peace. Step 2. The practice of specific gratitude. Comparison thrives in generalities. Their life is better. Defeat it with specifics. Each evening, practice specific gratitude. Don't just say, "I'm grateful for my health." Say, "I'm grateful that my legs carried me up the stairs today without pain. I'm grateful for the clean water I drank." This laser-focused thankfulness roots you firmly in the tangible blessings of your life, making the phantom blessings of others less captivating. Step 3. Redefine your metric of success. We often compare because we've unconsciously accepted society's metrics: money, status, appearance. It's time to write your own personal charter. What is your definition of a successful day? Is it being patient with your child? Is it learning one new thing? Is it creating something with your hands? Write down 3 to 5 internal metrics that have nothing to do with public approval. Each night, measure your day against your ruler, not the world's. Step 4. The turn inward question. When you feel the pang of comparison, use it as a signal. Ask this powerful question: what does my reaction to this person tell me about a desire or insecurity within myself? Maybe your envy of a traveler points to your own need for adventure. Your jealousy of a writer points to your own unexpressed creativity. Redirect the energy from judging them to nurturing that hidden part of you. Your life is not a ranking. It is a story, an unrepeatable journey with its own weather, its own seasons, and its own destination. The moment you stop reading someone else's chapter to lament your own, you get to write with freedom again. Happiness was never something to be won in a competition against others. It was always a seed planted in the soil of your own contentment, watered by your own gratitude, and sheltered from the harsh wind of comparison. So ask yourself, what would you see, what would you feel, and what would you build if you spent as much time in your own garden as you do looking over the fence? An important life lesson. There was a father who had everything the world said should make him happy. A patient wife, 2 healthy children, a thoughtful son who loved to draw, and a daughter with a laugh that sounded like wind chimes. Their home was warm, if modest, filled with the quiet music of shared meals and board game nights. The poison entered subtly. It began at a friend's barbecue, where another father boasted of his son's coding trophy. Looking at his own boy, sketching quietly under a tree, the father felt a first sharp pang of lack. Why don't you build something useful like that? He later mused aloud. The son's sketchbook closed a little more often after that. The comparison became a habit. He measured his daughter's gentle B+ average against a colleague's future valedictorian. He contrasted his family's cozy camping trips to a cousin's lavish Disney vacations. The Johnson kids wouldn't talk back. He'd sigh. Look how the Miller's son helps his dad with business. With every comparison, he unknowingly handed his love a new condition. He stopped seeing his children as his children and saw them only as contestants in a race he was desperate to win. His wife's pleas, "They are enough, we are enough," sounded like excuses for failure. The laughter in the house died first, replaced by a tense silence. His son, now a teenager, stopped drawing altogether, his creativity replaced by resentful defiance. His daughter, seeking the approval she couldn't find at home, found it in a careless crowd. His wife, heartbroken by the ruins of the family she'd nurtured, finally left, taking what was left of the children's spirits with her. Years later, the father sits in a spotless, silent house. On the mantel are a few dusty trophies his kids won in the races. He forced them to run. They are cold to the touch. He finally has what he thought he wanted, his children's achievements to boast about, but he has no children left to share them with. He had traded the living, breathing love of his own unique family for a hollow victory in a game of comparison. And in the end, he was the only one left to count the cost.